Hey, you guys, it's your girl Jackie, and yes, I'm back with another Sistas review. I know it's been a minute, and I've been trying to get these reviews out, y'all, but I've just been hella busy with life. But I'm back, and y'all, it's about to go down in this review. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. We got a lot to talk about. I know I said I wasn't gonna be doing a review for every episode, and I'm not. But I did promise to, drop a video every once in a while, give y'all my thoughts on what's been happening on the show. And that's what I'm about to do. So like always, before I get started, please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share this video to your platforms or whatever. If you're returning, welcome back, and thank you for all the views that I've been getting, especially on these Sistas reviews. I really appreciate it. And if you're new, again, thanks for watching. And again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And please make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop, especially if you like listening to what I got to say. So without further ado, let's get into this review. Now, first off, I'm going to start with Maurice. I'm not going to go in order, y'all. I'm going to go character by character. And the first one I'm starting with is Maurice. Now, this whole him and Q situation is just, it makes no sense at all. I don't even understand why this is even a storyline. This man has robbed you and everything else like that, held you up at gunpoint and stuff like that, and you still continue to speak to this man. And we seen in the last episode, he turned himself in and he talking about, will you write me and all this shit, and I'm like, no, nobody's writing you. So Kaplan walks in or whatever like that, and the police are still continuing to arrest him, and they take him out, and Calvin's like, so why are you telling him, saying that you gonna write him and all this stuff? He's like, I was telling him whatever he did here to get him about my house. Ain't nobody gonna write this man. I think he gonna write him. That's just how stupid this storyline is and will continue to be. Like I said, this whole little situation was just complete and utter foolishness. I don't even understand why this storyline lasted as long as it did. It should have ended after this man robbed him. It should have ended after he robbed Calvin. The first time, actually, when he sat up there and took Calvin's check, that storyline should have ended right there. He should have been in jail, should have called the police on his ass and locked his ass up. I don't understand why this turned into a whole other storyline. I will never understand that. This has to be one of the most ridiculous storylines that Tyler has come up with yet. The most ridiculous. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I just want to talk about that real quick. Moving on. Speaking of Calvin, he is up next on my list. Calvin. I don't even know what to say about this man. Like, I have no idea why Tyler continues to stretch this storyline beyond imagination. I'm so sick of him and Sabrina. Like, it don't even make no sense. I've been tired of them for the last 3 seasons, for the whole series almost. And he done ran this storyline into the ground. Nobody, like, it took 3 seasons for Sabrina to finally be like, the more I hear about this, the more I'm not interested. You ain't been interested since season 1 in this man. Now, in this season, Sabrina and Cowboy been through some stuff. Okay, they finally started talking again, and then they end up messing around, and we seen and that episode I think was prior to this one that Calvin, Sabrina basically catches him, to make the story short, Sabrina catches him with a white woman at Maurice's house. Okay, so they go, they eventually meet up again, and they have this conversation, and Sabrina asks him, what was it about, Peggy that, or what does she do in the bedroom that makes him like want to mess with her or whatever, I guess. And he sat up there and he told her, he like, Peggy does this in the bedroom, he does that, she uses a strap on and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, the look on Sabrina's face was like, okay. And you could tell she was uncomfortable and stuff like that. I'm like, Sabrina, what else does this man have? You already knew that this man liked dildos in his ass, so I don't even understand why you acted surprised. And he was like, there you go, looking at me, judge me. No, ain't nobody judging you. Motherfuckers just putting two and two together, okay? She just confirming her thoughts that she already had, and now she know that she's not interested. And I'm sitting here like, Sabrina, go ahead and end this situation, because you don't want this man. And at this point, it's getting ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now you sitting here, you popping pills to try to get the images out your head, to try to help you cope with the stuff. Girl, this is just getting absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna need you to end this situation. Not just for, our sanity, but for your own, okay? End this shit. And stop the foolishness. Now, moving on to Danny and Preston. Child, I don't even know where to begin with them. So, Preston has been on this shit, like, and I can't blame him. I can't really blame him. But at the same time, I think he's playing with Danny, and it's like, okay, yeah, I know that Danny has been all over the place when it comes to Preston, and how she has been dealing with him and stuff like that. But I feel like this: if you don't like the way somebody dealing with you, then just leave. You know what I'm saying? Just leave. What Preston doing now, I'm not really feeling, because it's like, okay, I feel like you playing with her feelings. First you telling her that you stand with your cousin, then you turn around and say, well, it's not your cousin, it's a play cousin, or somebody that used to be married to your cousin, and she just said that you could stay there and all this shit, and then you got this woman's picture in your pocket. I mean, just tell her what it is, if that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not understanding this at all. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand him, like, not wanting to be over there all the time, because Danny expressed, like, you ain't want him there. You thought it was too soon for y'all to be living together. And it was too soon for y'all to be living together. And y'all probably should need to take things a little bit slower. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just the way that you was acting, sis. The way you was acting, and it was like, okay, you didn't explain that to him at first. Now he on some stuff like, okay, I'm giving you what you want. You ain't want me to be here all the time like that, so I'm not gonna be there, whatever like that. But then you want to throw this other woman in her face. I'm like, nah, I'm not with that, Preston. It is what it is. Like, you playing games. Who this woman? Who this woman? That's what I would know, because this is just some weird shit. But I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully, Danny and Preston figure this thing out and stop playing these games with each other and get their shit together, because it's starting to get ridiculous also. And I love them. They're my favorites, so I'm gonna need them to get together. Now, speaking of Danny, we're gonna move on to her and this altercation, or this conversation that she had with Calvin ass. Now, Calvin comes into the airport talking about he's going to visit his dad or some shit. He goes up to the counter and he's like, he sees Danny, and Danny gets him his ticket and everything like that, and he's like, why are you talking like that? She was like, I'm just doing my job, and he was like, oh, okay. And she was like, you need anything else? He was like, no, that's all. You know what I'm saying? So he gets his ticket and he sits down, and then he keeps looking at Danny, and he's like, he walks back up to the counter. He was like, what's your issue with me? And she's like, I don't have an issue with you. And he was like, yeah, it is. Like, you always had a problem with me. Like, I don't understand it. And I'm like, why is he coming for her like this? What possessed him to go up there and, walk up to her and say something to her about anything? And so he proceeds to go on and blame her for, Sabrina having second thoughts about their relationship and all this shit. And I'm like, no, Danny isn't the reason that Sabrina has these second thoughts. You the reason that she having second thoughts. You kissing another nigga on y'all first date is why she has second thoughts. You wearing pink panties, women's panties, is why she has second thoughts. You sticking vibrators in your ass is why she has second thoughts. You letting a woman use a strap-on on you is why the fuck she has second thoughts, my nigga. Like, I don't understand why you sitting up here acting like you confused as to why somebody would want to be with you who is a straight woman who wants a straight man. I'm sorry. Not sorry, actually, because I understand why you not understanding that and why you felt the need to come here and blame Danny for the problems in your relationship. Okay, Sabrina is the one that goes to Danny for all her, advice on how to deal with you. And Sabrina and Danny already told Sabrina, leave this man alone. You don't want this man. Let that man go and let him live his life the way he wants to live it and find you somebody that doesn't want all this stuff done. End of the conversation. Moving on. Now, Gary and Andy. Lord, when I tell you, I have never hated a couple or situation more than I hated this situation and this couple right here. Like, I just don't. Ooh, they agitate my entire soul, my entire being. Because I'm sitting here like, why is this storyline continuing to go on like so many others? Why is Gary still in this woman's house? Why have you not left yet when this woman clearly put you out a long time ago? Why have you not went to the house that you claim you already got set up? Why? Why the fuck are you still here? Nigga, move around. And you over here talking all this shit like, dude, leave. Period. Leave. Like, get the fuck on. Period. Why are you still here? And then you proceed to come in here and try to put this woman down, trying to talk about her apartment and all this shit. Nigga, get the fuck out. Get out. Get out. You should have been gone 2 seasons ago. Like, for real. Like, I'm so tired of his ass. It don't even make no damn sense. Gary, get out Andy's house. Get out her house. And stay the fuck out. Leave your key. Don't even come back. Don't even pop up nowhere. And what's crazy, I think that Gary the motherfucker that's gonna pop up with Robin ass, and based on this motherfucker preview that's coming up for tomorrow's episode, I really truly believe that it's gonna be his ass popping up in there, and I'm so tired of him. So tired of him. Like, get the hell up out of here. Take your ass on. Move into your house that you got and leave us the fuck alone. Now, Andy ass. Why the fuck this man still in your house? Why have you not called the police on this motherfucker after you done put his ass out and he still continues to be in your residence? Huh? You done gave this man his ring back and everything else, but you keep on calling this man your fiance. You keep on telling Robin that's your fiance. No, the fuck is not. You gave that man his ring back and you called that shit off. So that nigga should no longer be in your house when you get back there. And if he is there, your ass should be calling the police. But you want to go on and keep on telling motherfuckers it's your fiance. You want to talk to the team about this shit, but you don't want to tell Karen them about it because, your ass looks stupid. And I'm going to talk some more about Andy ass. Because Andy ass had me hot as fuck this last episode. But I'm going to get to that. Let me finish eating her ass up about Gary ass. Motherfucker should have been out your motherfucking house. Okay? Why the fuck you keep leaving Gary and this woman in your house? This bitch should have had her ass whooped on sight for being up in your house yet again. Now she up in there telling Gary, basically, what was she doing? Basically, the long story short, she tried to go down on Gary, the damn therapist. Okay, and Gary like, oh, were you really gonna do that? Yes, she was really gonna do that because that's what she does. And she was like, yeah, this is how I do things. She's like, no, he's like, no, this not gonna work. He was like, has any of your other clients been their relationships been successful, after, coming to you? She was like, no, but that's what I do. I specialize in making motherfuckers aware that they're not compatible for each other. He was like, oh no, this not gonna work. Now you see that it's not gonna work, Gary? Oh my God. Gary, get the hell on. Get the entire hair on. Now, Andy walks her ass in there. And she like, what's going on? Bitch, ain't no what's going on. Hands would have been thrown. Business would have been swung and thrown all over the motherfucking apartment because you know not to be in my house no more. I already put your ass out once. Why the fuck is you still back up in my apartment? Her and Gary would have caught them motherfucking hands. Get the fuck out of my shit. Period. Ain't no words to be said, nothing. Ain't no questions to be asked, none of that. I'm straight dog walking bitches, and it is what the fuck it is. Get the hell out of my apartment. Fuck up out of here. She gonna walk up out there. Yeah, you was smart enough to walk your ass up there real quick, cause you about to catch them motherfucking hands. And then she sit up there talk. She gonna leave Gary in the house again. Bitch, put his ass out the door before you leave out this motherfucker, so you don't got to worry about coming back to this motherfucker. Okay? So you don't have to worry about walking to your house and this nigga still here. Make sure that nigga gone when you leave. Okay? This don't make no damn sense. Now, getting her in this bullshit with Karen. This whole time that this thing been going on with Karen and Fatima and Zach and all this shit, she been like, oh, I'm going to stay out of it. I'm going to stay out of it. I want to be involved in and stuff like that. But yet, you continuing to talk to Fatima. You giving her all this advice. Telling her, oh yeah, you want to be with Zach, you should be with Zach. But when Karen try to ask you some shit, you sitting up here like, oh no, I'm not about to say nothing. I want to be involved. Now, at the end of the last episode, or the episode before last, Karen gets a letter, and she takes it down there to Andy, and while she's taking it over there, she overhears Fatima and Andy talking, and she overhears Andy giving Fatima advice about being with Zach. So, understandably, she's motherfucking pissed. I would be too. In all honesty, Karen should have beat the shit out of motherfucking Andy. Because, bitch, how the fuck you gonna sit there and tell me you gonna stay out of it, but when it come to Fatima, you gonna tell her go ahead and be with this nigga? First of all, you ain't a friend to neither one of these motherfucking women. You really ain't shit. And I'm just gonna keep that shit 100. Because if you was a motherfucking friend, you be telling both Fatima and Karen, you need to leave that nigga alone, you need to move on, he ain't shit. Okay? Because you been listening to, because you already know everything that he done did to both of these women. So I'm like, why the fuck is you even telling us that you know everything that he did to Karen, everything that he put Karen through? If you wasn't gonna stay out of it, then you should have been telling Fatima everything that this motherfucker did to Karen while they was together. Why you ain't telling Fatima about the STD he gave Karen? Why you ain't telling him about how many times he cheated on Karen? Why you ain't telling Fatima about all the years he lived off of her, about the $72,000 check that he gave to Karen that he owed her? How about that? Why you ain't telling all that business? But you'll turn around and tell Fatima to be with the nigga. You ain't no type of motherfucking friend, because if I had all that information, a bitch would have known. A bitch would know. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna spill the motherfucking tea, and I'm gonna tell you what the fuck to expect from this motherfucking nigga. Period. Now, you wanna still be with that nigga after that? Be my guest. But you gonna know the 411 before you get up in this situation. And it is what the fuck it is. Y'all can call it whatever the fuck y'all wanna call it. But I ain't never finna set my friend up like that. Period. And it is what the fuck it is. Period. And then she probably would have put two and two together, because he done already slept with Karen 5 minutes after he was pulling out of her. He done already lied to her multiple times, and lied to her about initiating the sex with Karen, then lied to her about blocking Karen, lying to her about sleeping with Karen again. Okay? Then lived off of her. Only thing left for this nigga to do was to get her ass an STD. Everything that he done did to Karen, he done did to Fatima, and they hadn't even stepped the title on their relationship yet. Which to me make the shit worse, because this motherfucker done already showed you what he was before y'all even got started. So you can't go act like you going into this shit surprised, because you not. You going into this shit already knowing what the fuck this nigga is. Okay? Now Karen, that's like she said, she even stated before that when they first started out, Zach wasn't on none of this bullshit in the first place, so she didn't see all that shit before they got into a relationship. She didn't see that shit till afterwards. Just to me, that shit make Fatima dumber. Because you seen the shit before you even get in a relationship with the nigga. So you know he ain't shit. Before you even get up into the relationship with the nigga. He did disappoint you. How many times you done put this nigga out? How many times before y'all even started a relationship? Get the entire fuck out of here. I don't want to hear shit else about Karen and how dumb she is for taking this nigga back with Fatima doing the same shit. If y'all ain't gonna hold Fatima accountable, shut the fuck up about Karen. Period. And it is what it is. Now let's go to hating ass. I don't think that I've loved and hated a character at the same time as much as I do hate it in my entire life. This nigga is so funny. He is so damn funny. And the way he just keeps everything, like he keeps the excitement on the show, okay? He keeps the drama going, and I love it. And I love that he has these Fatima fans mad as fuck. Yes, I'm gonna be petty as hell. Yep, that's the reason I like his ass so much. Yep, keep pissing their ass off hating. Do you, boo boo? Do you? Because somebody need to bring this motherfucker down a notch. Somebody need to bring Zach and these damn Fatima fans down a whole motherfucking couple levels. Because they on some bullshit. And it is what it is. Go right ahead, hating. And I'm trying to figure out how they mad at Hayden for uncovering Zach committing, insider trading when that's exactly what the fuck he did. That nigga broke the law to get the money that he got. So, fuck is y'all mad about? If the nigga go to jail, the nigga go to jail. And it is what the fuck it is. Now, is Hayden on some hating shit? Yeah, he is. Okay. He is. But Zach still committed a motherfucking crime. He still broke the law. And his ass still need to be behind bars some motherfucking where. So, I mean, what? Now, on to Fatima's goofy ass. Yeah, I said goofy. Because she goofy as fuck. And I'm going to tell you why. These Fatima fans get on my nerves. We're trying to put Fatima up on this pedestal like she better than all the other sisters. Well, she ain't no different. Now, let me just put this out here because I'm going to get all y'all motherfucking together. Is that I am a Fatima fan. I love me some Fatima. But the way y'all hype her up, like she ain't actually any different than the other sisters when she just as goofy as the rest of the sisters, I'm going to need y'all to stop that. And I'm about to state in all the ways how she is just like, not even just like all the sisters. She just like Karen. Okay? Because she did everything that Karen did. And it is what it is. I'm tired of y'all saying that she always building him up and, Karen been putting him down and saying he ain't shit. How many times have Fatima done the same thing? Let me count the ways. Did y'all forget about this scene? When she done brought a whole nother nigga up in the house and was kicking him out because wasn't this when he slept with Karen or something like that? One of them times he pissed off and she ended up kicking him out the house. And he came up there and she invited a whole nother nigga to the house. She getting ready to go out on a date with this man. Zach get to talking shit about the nigga. And then, what she say? You talking about his jacket, but his jacket costs more than everything that you got in that bag, Zach. But Fatima don't tear him down. I'm gonna need y'all to have several seats. Y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to stop trying to demonize Karen for doing the same shit that Fatima did, okay? Fatima talked down this man too, and has said worse shit. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck. And then not only has she done that, she did it worse to hating ass. Okay, that's the very thing that y'all sit up there talking about. She talking down on Zach and talking about and talking to him he ain't shit, ain't gonna be shit and all that shit. Look at the way that she was talking to Hayden, calling his dick little and all type of shit. Totally stripping his manhood because he did something that she didn't like. But when Karen do it, it's a problem. When Karen was doing it to Zach because of all the shit he put her through, it's a problem. But Fatima can talk to these niggas any type of way she want to, including Zach. And y'all don't see nothing. Y'all don't find nothing wrong. Something ain't right with that. Something is very wrong with that picture. I don't care what y'all say. The hypocrisy is real with y'all Steamer fans, and it don't even make no sense. It's beyond a point of believability because it don't even make no damn sense. And and for me, I don't have no problem with Fatima. I want Fatima and Cameron to both realize that Zach ain't shit. This man didn't put her through everything that he didn't put Cameron through, minus the STD. Tell me I'm wrong. He done lied to her multiple times. He done slept with Karen 5 minutes after he got out of bed with her. And now he possibly got a baby on the way. Only thing left to do is to get her STD. That's the only thing he got left to do. But this y'all, hey, that's what y'all rooting for. Now moving on to this trash ass individual. Right here. Lord, I ain't never been so fed up with a character in my life in TV history. Like this motherfucker here. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep all 100. I love DeVale Davis in real life. This has nothing to do with him in real life. This is solely about his character. So I don't want y'all motherfuckers that can't separate, fictional characters from the real person to get this confused at all. Okay, because that's not the case here. Okay, because that's what a lot of you team fans can't do is separate these motherfuckers from real life. Now, on this show, this motherfucker is trash. I don't care what nobody say. He is trash. It is what it is. And I'm tired of this narrative being put out there. Oh, she ain't want him till he got his money. First of all, she wanted him before the money. She wanted him after they had sex in the salon. Stop putting this narrative out there like she only after this man money when she got a whole man named Aaron that want her, that makes way more money, that got way more money than this nigga got. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. If y'all not gonna come with facts, don't come at all. Period. It is what it is. Okay? Not to mention she got her own business and had it the whole time she was with this nigga. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I'm trying to figure out why this narrative was even floating around. Okay? And I'm trying to figure out why motherfuckers is acting like this when this nigga was chasing this woman that want him now for the first 2 seasons and wouldn't leave her alone when she was telling him not to bother him. Everything Karen is doing now, Zach was doing for the first 2 seasons. Nobody was coming for him. Nobody was like, why don't you leave her alone? She done moved on, leave her alone. No, instead, y'all was sitting up here trying to find everything wrong with Aaron because he was making Zach ass look bad. So y'all try to find everything y'all could wrong with this man. Talking about, oh, it's something up with him. He ain't what he say he is. He ain't no good. He gonna turn out to be trash and all this shit, and still ain't found nothing wrong with this man. Now all of a sudden y'all want her to move on with him. Oh, Aaron deserved better. No, what happened to it was something wrong with him. Y'all continue to look goofy as fuck. I don't even understand. This is how goofy y'all look. The entire first 2 seasons, this is exactly what she was trying to do, and he wouldn't let her do it. He kept messing with this woman until he had sex with her one last time, and then and got her wanting him back. Then all of a sudden, now he want to move on with Fatima. Nah, nigga. You made your bed, now you about to lay in that shit. You had no business. And then the attitude that he be having every time he talked to Karen after that fact. Like, dude, what are you upset about? You chased this woman for 2 whole motherfucking seasons. What the fuck is you mad about? You should be mad at nobody but yourself because you took your ass back over there and fucked her in her salon when you should have just left her alone like she had been asking you to do. Now your dumb ass got a baby on the way. And that's exactly what the fuck you get. Okay? Got the audacity to be sitting up here like you got a fucking attitude. Nigga, you should have had that attitude before you went up in there and fucked that girl. Okay? What is wrong with you? Like, I'm so sick of his attitude every time he talked to Karen like she did him wrong. Oh, you just said some this to me. Fuck what she said to you. She said some shit that she needed to say because your ass wasn't shit. Okay? Your ass cheated on her. Your ass gave her STD and all types of shit. She should have talked to you the way that she talked to you. Stop whining about what the fuck she done said to you because anything she said to you, you deserve for her to say. Now, the only thing I'll give you is that her locking you up for stealing from her and she ain't had no proof. I give you that. She was dead wrong for that shit. But don't be talking about no shit that she done said to your ass when your ass deserved for her to say it to you. Okay? And also, you should thought about what the fuck the things that she said to you before you went over there and fucked. Okay? Miss me, Zach. Real talk. Don't come over trying to bring up that mess now. You should have thought about that before you went over there and dropped your seed. Now on to Karen. baby girl, I love me some Karen, but baby girl, I'm gonna need you to stop tripping over this nigga. You just like Danny said, you are remembering everything that was good in your relationship was at, but you are forgetting all of the bad. You forgetting all of the bad. You forgetting everything that he put. You're forgetting the STD. You forgetting the cheating. You forgetting the females popping up talking about they pregnant. You forgetting all the lying. I mean, you forgetting that he lived off of you and didn't do shit for 3 years, which is why he had to sit there and give you a check for $72,000. You forgetting that he accumulated this amount of money living with you because he never paid for shit. Why the fuck? Why? I'm gonna need you to remember all this, Karen. I'm gonna need you to remember this and leave his ass alone. I don't need you to be fighting over this nigga with Fatima, because first of all, Fatima ain't deserve all your attitude, because Fatima ain't did nothing to you and she don't owe you nothing. Now I'm with you all the way with Andy ass. You should have beat the shit out of Andy ass. I'm gonna give you that, because Andy ass is trifling and it is what it is. I'll give you that. Other than that, all that, hostility you had toward Fatima, you should never had in the first place. And you had it since you first found out about her and Zach. And Fatima ain't do nothing to you. Now I understood it in the beginning, because you ain't know if she came in there knowing that she was messing with Zach in your salon. I would have had that same look to, and I'd have had that same attitude, because I'm like, hold on, I don't even know if I can just trust you now, because you came with my shot talking about this new dude you was messing with, and I don't even know. So you know what I'm saying? Girl, just I'm gonna need you to stop. You deserve better than this. I'm gonna need you to go on there and work things out with Aaron. Take some time to yourself first, and then work some shit out, and then girl, move on with Aaron. Like, it is what it is. Like, he 10 times the man Zach ever was anyway. I don't care how much money that nigga got, and it is what it is. Just move on, girl. Like, you already know what that was. You already went down that road. You know that you was not happy in that relationship, and all y'all gonna do is mess around and break up again. The money ain't gonna change the problems in your relationship. I know it ain't about the money. I think you see him doing better, and I guess he's turning into man. He ain't really turning into the man that you wanted to be anyway. He just got a couple more dollars in his pocket. That's it. And you thinking just because he got this, that he's coming up, that he's changed somehow, but he hasn't. He's still the same old Zach. And I'm going to need you to realize that, and realize that you deserve better. I need you and Fatima to realize that y'all deserve better. Why they getting a spin-off, I'll never know. I guess people like drama, people Rupert, shit that don't make no sense. But it is what it is. Again, girl, you deserve better, and you need to just leave that alone. You made the right decision in the first place when you ended things with him, and I'm going to need you to stick to that, baby girl. I really do. But as far as, Karen being pregnant, I knew sis was pregnant. I knew she was pregnant because the way that she was acting. Any woman who has had kids or who has been pregnant knows that she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Like, her emotions are all over the place and everything like that. I knew she was pregnant. I was like, this is pregnant. I wish it wasn't so, because more than likely I know it's Zach's and I don't want it to be. But this seems like the route that Tyler Perry is going down, unfortunately. This is one of the reasons why I wish he would get somebody else to write his shit, because it don't make no sense. But yeah, it is what it is. Karen, girl, I said what I said. You need to move on, and it is what it is. And last and certainly not least, fine ass Aaron. Listen, I love me some Aaron, but I need him to let Karen have her space and get her shit together. I really do. Because it's getting ridiculous at this point. Like, he is so patient with her. And, and I love that from him. I love that about him, that he is so patient with her and, still sitting there loving her regardless of, loving her through everything that she's going through. And I get it to a point where at the point I'm like, I'm not at the point where I want him to go and, just, be with somebody else, but I'm at the point where I'm like, you need to give Kevin some space. Give her some space. Let her, like you said you was going to do in the first place, give her some space and let her figure her stuff out. And then once she's got herself together, then come back around and see if y'all can pick up where y'all left off. Also, I'm gonna try to stop playing Aaron like y'all been playing him on Twitter and everywhere else, talking about this man ain't got money like that when this man has 10 times the money that Zach got. Please stop. If y'all was paying any attention, go back to season 1 when he was divorcing his wife. This man was ready to give her, I believe it was $1.7 million plus $25,000 a month in child support. Stop playing with me. So Karen wants that back, ain't got nothing to do with Zach's chump change. It is what it is. It was about money. She would be with Aaron, and it is what it is. This man offered her money on more than one occasion, and she turned it down because it was never about the money for her, and it ain't about the money for her with Zach. It's emotional. Please stop playing with me, and pay the fuck attention. Thank you. Nah, I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about. If not, y'all know what to do. Hit me in the comment section. And like always, like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and get ready for tonight's finale and see what they got going on tonight, because you already know it's about to be crazy. So I'll see y'all next time. I might do a review for the finale. Can't tell y'all how soon it's going to be, but I will be doing it. But until then, see y'all next time.